So when I left them, I went to Big Meech. I went to his plug. I basically started doing music with LA Confidential's plug when they was buying bricks from Meech. So they didn't want to fuck up that plug. So and they knew he was, connected. So they left it alone. They left me alone. You feel me? Because they want to do something. You know what I'm saying? Big D, LA Confidential, they end up getting into shootouts with their own bodyguards because after the Nocturnal album didn't do nothing. The contracts, the money was running out. I was with Big Meech, but the contracts, the money, he burnt the mansion down. They money ran out. I think D ended up doing something. He went to jail or something. Like somebody got killed or some shit happened. He went to jail. So when he went to jail again, it was like dismantled. Fucking Nocturnal went his way. I was already with Big Meech in Atlanta, and I was just God. Like when that shit happened, just introducing me to somebody else could take me further. You feel me? Me to what I gather now, and it was a protection. Like I said, I didn't even know that these guys was buying bricks from Big Meech. You feel me? And like I said, they gave me a Tahoe truck, gave me a 10,000, and gave me monies over the monthly. You know what I'm saying? Till they stopped, till Nocturnal burnt the shit down. So they felt like they gave me money, and I just abandoned them. And my contract was for 7 years. So I had to produce under a different name, you know what I'm saying? Because I went under S-Dog. A lot of people know me as producing under a name S-Dog, you feel me? And that's when, if you go back to Blue, Cam Capone, he talk about S-Dog. He talk about his producer S-Dog, that's me. I used to go by S-Dog, but then I changed my name because of contractual reasons for the LA Confidential. I was signed for 7 years, and I was signed to them as S-Dog, the producer. And once that contract went bad and I started rolling with Big Meech, that's when S-Class was birthed. You feel me? I changed my name to S-Class and eventually S-Classic. You feel me? So that's how that came about.
What did you think when you first heard about Meech, being a Crip, being that you're a Blood, or, what I'm saying, even though he's not even from LA, but, he's from an LA hood?
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was cool, man. As far as like, Meech ain't never had no WB on his arm. But I noticed it came when he was in jail. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I think that was you. I think that tap was for hood politics, for jail politics. You know what I'm saying? When you in jail, you run into a lot of people from this West Coast life. From the Crip life. You want protection in there. You feel me? So, he never had the WB. I never seen the WB on his arm being with him. I knew that he had affiliations with them and was with them. I know that. So, I mean, now that I feel like he did that for, you know what I'm saying, for protection and shit. Like, did have people that, because he probably was in jail and it was situations where he had Crips and shit, you know what I'm saying, in his pod and shit like that. And I know Big Meech. He's the type of dude, I heard stories like he was in his pod, he putting $100 on everybody's books. You feel me? Just so you could protect him in there. He's like a natural born leader, you know what I'm saying? So anywhere he go, he gonna make sure people are straight. So what you become a gang leader in there. You feel me? In jail, you know what I'm saying? When you in jail and you taking care of people that live by you to protect you and shit. So yeah, that's where that came from. The West Boulevard, it came from like his days of being with them, but you see it now because maybe his time in jail, he needed that to, you know what I'm saying, for protection and to ride the car that he was riding. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think it was cool. I think it was necessary for him to do. I think his affiliation with them, him putting that on him is not a violation. I don't think that's a violation for him to put that on him. I think he just did more so of that. You know what I'm saying? To just for for the politics of it, you know what I'm saying? To have, he probably was in a pod somewhere. He was in Northern California. You feel me? It's probably been ex-Crips up there, ex-people up there, and you want to affiliate yourself with where you came from. And he was a goon from Detroit that came out here. So when you in jail, you trying to, people want to know your identity, different shit, you know what I'm saying? Do different situations. And he probably was like, yeah, I'll roll with the Crips. I'm West Boulevard Crip. And he had the tat put on, like, fuck it, I'm gonna have it put on me, fuck it.
Was he ever claiming it when he was out here? Did you ever hear about it? Or
Meech wasn't a person that was like, like, what's up, cuz? Like, you know, what's up, cuz, Crip? Like, every other word, cuz, and every other word is C, and you avoid B words and shit. Nah. When I met Big Meech, he wasn't so cripped out and so gang banged out where it was in his lingo, his lingo. You feel me? He still sounded like a nigga from Detroit. You feel me? Even years of being out in LA, he was never. No, I didn't. I knew he was from that area. I knew Boo Rider. That's his name, Boo Rider. Boo Rider from West Boulevard. You know, Boo Rider. They all, you know, his affiliation come from them, and you know, Wayne Joyner and his sons and them, and all them. And like I say, you can't discredit a person that's you made money from a neighborhood. You feel me? He made money from that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So when you make money from a neighborhood, if that's the first neighborhood he came out here, he was with when he came to California. He made money for them, you know what I'm saying? And they fed their families. So they accepted him in as a, you know what I'm saying? I heard he got put on by Diablo. I don't know if he had a fight or somebody said Diablo, but Diablo, reputable. Diablo was one of our bodyguards at LA Confidential when I was in my LA Confidential days. Diablo gave me a gun when I was living in the Watts. I didn't have no gun and I was living with them and I was living in Watts. And he gave me a gun, and, you know what I'm saying, to make sure I was straight. Diablo. They said Diablo had put on Big Meech. I don't know the facts about it, but Big Meech, he was around him, and I think he was qualified to be able to claim it. You know what I'm saying? As far as to making money for him, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't doing all drive-by shootings and going on missions and shit. He was a different part of the hood. He was like, he financial part of the hood. He got these niggas balling. You know what I'm saying? So he automatic. Like, they probably, you know what I'm saying? If he got put on, he got put on. I mean, you gotta fight niggas to get put on. So if he got put on that way, I wasn't there, but I heard that even Blue said that he got put on by Diablo. Yeah.
Well, one person we kind of touched on early in the interview was Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
So, you being from Inglewood family, him being from the '60s,
Mm-hmm.
you know, how did that work out? You know, and what made it cool for you guys to be able to work together, being that your hoods are rivals?
Man, it's crazy, man. It all stemmed from Key Rock, man. Remember back when I told you that fight we had with Suge Knight, and Key Rock from '60s was part of his label. So my affiliation with Nipsey Hussle came from Key Rock, man. Years later, and Corrupt, Dog Pound. I was with Corrupt when he they had a shootout and Lil Draws got killed in Glendale. I was there, so I knew Corrupt from since then. But Nipsey Hussle, like I said, after the BMF era, Nipsey Hussle, like I said, he was trying to be like Black Mafia family. He was trying to have his entourage and them be successful like us in the streets.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.